Brooks. I'm the CEO of the Bend Chamber of Commerce, and I want to welcome you to the Woman of the Year Nominees Night. This night is really special because all the nominees get together, and I want to tell you it's an honor to be nominated by somebody you know, somebody who's in the community, who's recognizing you. And if there is one thing to take away tonight, that is the coolest thing ever. To be recognized by your peers, feel good about yourselves. And the great thing about the Woman of the Year and the awards here is it really singles out some folks in our fabulous community who embrace challenges, who succeed, and they take chances, they're brave, and they do things and take paths that other folks haven't done. And it's just a unique opportunity to just take a moment to look around our community and recognize the women in this community who have really made a difference. So thank you for all of your work and who you are. And before we get started tonight, I just wanted to reach out and say thank you very much to our sponsors. So US Bank, when is this, the third year, fourth year? Fourth year in a row that US Bank is our title sponsor. Awesome, awesome showing of support for your community. Thank you. Also, Johnson Benefit Planning, Dell, there he is down there. Thank you very much for your sponsorship. And all the fabulous lounge furniture, should you feel the need to, I don't know, kick back afterwards, is supplied by Ashley Furniture. And of course, the Bend Bulletin for their space. So before we get going, I just wanted to take a moment to invite Wendy up here just to say a few words from US Bank. There's a reason why they like sponsoring this event, and I'd like her to share that with you.
Thank you, Katie. My name is Wendy McGrain. I'm the commercial banking team leader for the Central and Eastern Oregon region of US Bank, headquartered here in Bend. And I'm very excited to be here tonight to honor the nominees. Earlier when I walked in, I had the opportunity to chat with a few nominees who this is their first time being at the event. They had some questions about how the event's going to go tomorrow night, and I encouraged them that tonight's really the night to just relax and enjoy each other. I'm so thrilled last year that the Chamber chose to start putting on this nominee reception because it is an opportunity. There's no pressure on any of you nominees tonight. It's truly just an opportunity for you to be relaxed, get to know each other, and tomorrow night's the night where some of you will be honored with the actual awards, and you'll probably need to have something prepared in case you get called up on stage. So don't worry, tonight's the easy night. And I just have a couple things to share. And something in the spirit of what Katie shared, many of you are here because you've overcome different challenges throughout your careers and throughout whatever your passions are and the work that you do in the community. And someone shared with me recently, and I'm just going to share this with the crowd and move forward, but I learned that it wasn't until 1993 that women were finally allowed to wear pants on the Senate floor. I decided I better wear pants tonight if I was going to share this. This event may be the only unified event in the community that brings together so many respected female leaders in the private, nonprofit, and public sectors, inclusive of all stages in a person's career. I and my colleagues at US Bank are so fortunate to be here with all of you, and we are incredibly inspired by all of your tremendous accomplishments. How many of you, by the raising of your hands, are first-time nominees here tonight? Congratulations. All right, I'm going to throw it out there. What about, do we have any two-time nominees? Raise your hands. All right, this may be a long shot. What about three-time nominees? here in the audience. All right, something to aspire to for next year. What about our past winners? How many past winners do we have here tonight? Please raise your hand. In 2015, when I spoke on behalf of US Bank at the first annual Women of the Year Awards, I shared this quote from Muriel Siebert, the first female member of the New York Stock Exchange. When you hit a closed door and it doesn't budge, just rear back and kick it in. But hold it open so others will follow you. Nominees, you've all kicked open doors. That's why you're here. I've seen some of you kicking them down, and I've seen others follow you in. At US Bank, we talk a lot about the power of potential and what it is to our employees, to our customers, and to our communities. Our sponsorship of the Women of the Year Awards allows us to power potential here in Central Oregon. While each of you are being honored tonight for your contributions and accomplishments, you are all leaders with great potential to propel the success of our community's future leaders. And imagine the power of their potential as each of you keep your doors open. Thank you.
Okay, what I'd like to do is introduce to you the MC and the keynote for tomorrow night. Julie Harrelson, Wayne Stampson. Okay, so tomorrow night's going to be kind of cool. A little bit different. We shake it up a little bit every year. And tomorrow night, we're going to have kind of an interactive discussion between Julie and Rain about creating white space. And what that means, Rain's going to tell you a lot more, is making sure you take care of yourself and give yourself time to think, to be creative, to problem solve, and to recharge. And it's going to be a really interesting, interactive discussion between the two. And they also plan on engaging the audience. So they want to do a little bit of that tonight and invite you to do the same. So I'm going to hand it over to you.
Thank you. I'm going to hand it over to you, Rain.
So tomorrow we're going to talk a lot about vulnerability. And as leaders and mentors and role models, it's the greatest gift you can give to somebody is to help them understand your vulnerabilities and your biggest challenges in your life. Now, for some reason, we struggle with sharing our vulnerabilities. And so I'd like to engage the audience and want to have a few of you share with us, why do you think it's so hard for us to share these challenging experiences with other people? Okay, I'm going to run down and put a mic on you. Yes, say your name.
We're Finley.
Finley. So why do you think it's so hard?
Because we're afraid that people might judge us.
Thank you. That's really good. All right, who wants to follow that? Come on, we need two more people. All right, in the back.
Bree. We live in a brain-centric culture that has completely disregarded the power of the heart.
Very good. We'll talk about that tomorrow.
Cindy. And sometimes I think people may think that if you share your vulnerabilities, it can be used against you later on.
Very good. Thank you. And now I'm going to give it over to Julie.
Thank you. Those were awesome. So we want to share with you what we're going to do tomorrow at the end of our fireside chat, we'll call it, and just sort of enlist your support in this. So one of the things we're going to do, and if you could just keep this quiet, but support the effort when we get there, is, ready? We're not going to sing, no. Even though some of you know that if I get a microphone, I might not, it's hard not to sing. So we're going to have audience members turn to each other, and one person is going to share a vulnerability, and the person across from them is going to say, I see you, I hear you, I support you. So I'll share a vulnerability now, and then you can say, we'll say it all together so you'll remember for tomorrow, okay? So one of my vulnerabilities right now is my mom passed away about 6 weeks ago. And it's hard, but it's good. So you ready? I hear you. See, hear you. I hear you.
I hear you.
I see you.
I see you.
I support you.
I support you.
High five. I'll also try to be funny tomorrow as well.
Not hard for me to do. So it should be a really interesting and hopefully heartfelt interaction and a really cool part of tomorrow night's program. So, Julie's back. Okay, and she forgot her glasses. We're all good. Okay, she wasn't gonna, I thought she was gonna sing. Dang it. All right, so this is the part of this event tonight where I'm going to call up Connie Drewliner, and we want to introduce the nominees tonight, and we're going to have you come up according to your category. You're going to come up to the stage, walk across the stage. I'm going to give you an awesome memento of the evening. And Robin, do they line up over there afterwards?
Yeah, they're going to come up stage this side.
And line up over here when you're done so we get a photo of you. So, if you don't know Connie Drewliner, why do you live here? Would be the first question. Connie owns Express Pros, and she's been on every conceivable board in this town, and is a stalwart leader and a woman of the century herself. And we are so, so glad that she's been on the selection committee and really helped us with this event over the years. So everybody welcome Connie.
I'll bring this down, so hopefully you can hear me. Can you hear me in the back? A little earlier, they were trying to see if I could see over the podium here. And I said, you know, at my age, 69 years old, if you see me from the chest up, I'm more than happy. So let me start tonight by saying to you, I really believe that life is about its events. It's about challenges met, overcome, or not. It's about successes and failures, but more than anything else that I know, it's about the relationships we have with each other. Tonight is to honor all of you. It is amazing to us as judges, and do I have judges here? Would you please raise your hand? This is a labor of love. We go through about 20 hours worth of scanning all the information, then we do the facilitated interviews, and then spend time trying to find that right person. In the end of all of that, we say, everybody here's a winner. I mean, seriously, it is so hard to not pick everybody. So you are going to meet a lot of extraordinary women doing extraordinary things tomorrow night, and it's just our pleasure to be able to host this through the chamber and to honor. And by the way, to all the men here, it's not that we don't like you, because we applaud you. We just had never done anything for women before, so this has been fun. So I'm going to start with our categories. We'll be talking about each of you, as you know, and doing videos and have a lot of time with your background. So for tonight, we're going to do the certificates. So I'm going to start with the Lifetime Achievement Award. Candace Frank, can you come forward? Hi there. If you had the opportunity to see what we see in the stories of these women, it would make your heart sing more than it even will tomorrow night. I'm I'm going to ask Susie Stevens and Chris Bain to come up, and if they would please accept this award in honor of Pamela Pulse Andrews, who all of you know has passed away in the last couple of weeks. Thank you so much for honoring her by coming up. Julie Miller. I'm not sure Julie is here. And Sue Stendhal. The other thing that I will tell you is a little sidebar. You cannot believe how many women, when we were interviewing them, said, really, somebody I know is in a category, you should vote for her. We thought that was pretty amazing. So for Women of the Year, Tammy Bainey. I'm not sure if Tammy can make it tonight. Cindy Benet. We need pictures, sorry.
Can they get all the left hand? We shouldn't be in there. Yeah, come on over. Somebody has to be Pamela. Okay. We'll be Pamela. Somebody has to be Pamela. Yeah. Okay. Right here, ladies? Awesome, thank you. Okay.
So Cindy, if you'd stay close, because they're going to take a picture of each category.
Cindy?
Terry Hockett? Julie Irwin. Christina Lannon. It doesn't matter which way. Tia Lewis. Melanie Llewellyn. Michelle Mitchell. Laura Nordquist. Julianne Repman. Sally Russell. Rachel Sidoris. Carol Stiles. And I think Carol's in a cast and she left her crutches so she could dance up these stairs. Charlotte Van Valkenburg. And we need a picture of all these beautiful ladies.
Together. You can kind of just tightly pull together. There you go. Tight, tight. Tight, tight. And take it over here. Can't do it. There you go. Awesome. Thank you.
We have 32 in our family, which include 15 grandkids, so we call it Snuggle Up.
Yeah.
So for Entrepreneur of the Year, Katie Anderson. Dana Barbaito. Kim Kersey. Nicole Hayden Katie. Rebecca Penny. Lillian Quinn. And Christy Starr.
Right over here, right here. Right there. Snuggle up. Right? Yeah. Thank you.
And next is our Community Hero category, Michelle Emery. And following Michelle is Amy Fraley. They were here this evening and came over and whispered in my ear that they had to go because their daughter is singing and in the Thunder pageant at Summit. So they were going to drop their dress and fancy suit and put on t-shirts and head to the pageant. Bree Hibbs. Anna Higgins. Kristen Lyman. Brianna Montoya. Back up to the stage again is Miss Julianne Ruckman. Shelley Smith. Katrina Van Dis. Kristen Wehrman. And Gwen Kleisler.
Ladies, go ahead and center up here. Snuggle up.
I don't know if you can hear the photographer. She's telling him to snuggle up.
A little bit tighter, ladies. Like you like each other, like you're all heroes. It's right here. Awesome, thank you.
And if there are any names that I've not pronounced correctly, I did take a red A back from Maui, not that you'll feel bad for me, but I'm a little rummy this evening. And for our young heroes, which are ages 14 to 17, and I must tell all of you here that there are such hearts in these youth. In fact, these young ladies have done more than a lot of adults do in their lifetime already. Heather Davenport. Carmen Nancy. Andrew Rosa. I want that red skirt. Gabriella Shirtcliffe. And in the young hero category, which are ages 18 to 21, I'll get this picture taken first. the young heroes 18 to 21. Greer McKinley. Isabel Rice. And Violet Singer. And I don't know if you can see, but they're all given these really fun swag bags. So. All right, Casey, turn it back over to you.
Okay, let's hear it one more time for all of the nominees. Congratulations to all of you. We're so honored to have you in our community. So that's it for tonight. It's real informal. Use this time to chat, to congratulate, pat anybody who has one of those pins on the shoulder and thank them for everything they do for our community. And I hope to see each and every one of you tomorrow night. Enjoy!